Hi guys, how's it going? We're about to see the Royal Hotel.
Yep.
And I will tell you this, we don't know a whole lot. We have this stupid quality about ourselves where we don't watch trailers anymore.
We do
don't
that on purpose.
Oh wait, hold on. Didn't it say, I think I caught a glimpse of 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it got really high rating. Rated R.
So far. Rated R. I don't know, it's, I guessing, you ever see the movie The Strangers?
I don't know.
It's got Liv Tyler in it, and these guys, it's a home invasion thing.
Oh.
With guys with masks. I'm guessing it's going to be horrible like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of tortured women trying to escape like Texas Chainsaw
Because the image I saw was this chick like this, and then there was blood all over her face, like she just murdered someone.
Or got split in the head early on.
And I read
the
first sentence said like, it said, because I read like just, we're skimming movies, like what are we going to see?
Yeah, yeah.
And it said,
what haven't we seen already?
Yeah, there's like 3 movies. And at the top it said like 2 girls get a job at a hotel, and then shit goes down, and I was like, and I stopped reading. I was like, okay, could be good.
Sounds all right. Yeah. Good enough for me. So I don't know. Is this like a horror genre, or is this like a thriller?
I imagine it's a thriller.
Okay.
I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, we're about to find out.
I did see the line. It said, "This is the most stressful movie of the year," and I was like, "Oh crap! I don't know if I feel like good about going into."
I bet you it's going to be like nail-bitingly like, oh my god, is she like the intensity is going to be really high of like, just trying to get through these situations one after another.
Can you name a thriller movie that you like?
Probably.
Like something that's like,
I don't know.
So
Give me an
there's
example.
a bunch of ones that are like really intense where bad shit happens to people. I can't think of any offhand.
Off the top
but they're
of my head.
usually not my go-to for movies.
No, and because they're stressful, mostly you want to watch a movie to be like entertained and maybe pluck your fear strings a little bit.
A lot of the stress.
But when you're just like, is it gonna happen?
A lot of the stress is like, it comes from, it's dusty in that room, and they're hiding, and they're like, and then the villain, they're trying to kill him. Oh, remember Judgment Day from like the 90s?
What about
Emilio Estevez? That was a movie that was like stressful like that. It was like these guys witnessed.
I don't remember that.
These group of friends witnessed these guys kill someone. Oh. And then they're like, "You're witnesses," and then those guys chase them down the whole night and pick them off one by one.
That sounds awesome, actually.
I don't remember if it was good, but I remember I was a kid when I watched it, and it was so stressful. I was like, "Oh God, I don't want them to die." It's scary.
They're on rooftops. Imagination just
they're on like rooftops
nuts.
trying to cross rooftops, and the guy falls because they're rushing, and that's what I'm guessing this is going to be.
Will be like,
aren't they visiting a foreign country too? That's what it said, I think.
I think it is, and so maybe they don't know the language very well. Why are they getting jobs there though? I don't know. We don't know.
You'd have to be like an exchange student that knows the language,
or one of you knows it. But how though? Because there were 2 girls.
You think that this is going to be one of those ones where, oops, I made the stupidest move ever, and now
I'm afraid of that. But like, if it got 90 though.
Yeah.
Is that the critic score or the?
Usually, stupid writing doesn't get 90s.
No, it doesn't.
Wait. The creator. That's the stupidest shit ever, and people love it.
I'm out of here. Just kidding. No, that you proven that premise is not. Yeah, it's like looking behind the curtain.
Here,
whoops, shouldn't have seen that.
Let's just do this. All right, that's what we got, and that's what we're going with.
That's all we got, just a hope and a prayer.
That's what we're going with, so wish us luck.
90 though, was it the critic score, or was it the...
I just glanced at it and said Rotten Tomatoes, 90%.
It's probably the audience score.
Usually it's a lot higher than critics.
67 or something like that, who knows.
You're probably right.
We'll look it up afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see. We'll compare our notes. That's what I'm going to guess.
And then after this, we are going to The Vandals.
Yeah.
A live show with a bunch of punk rock bands, free
at a brewery, free food,
beer,
free beer,
and tickets.
That's crazy.
I don't understand how they get away with that.
I don't know. Who's making money?
And they pay 9 bands to be there? I'm guessing it's like some big, huge rich guy who's like, I just want these bands to play.
Bring them in.
Let's party!
Yeah, dude.
Here's $1 million.
I love Surly. They're great brewery. They make great stuff.
I heard it's a great venue, yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Wide open.
So like the fact that it just happened to be today was fantastic, but that's not what you're here for. So anyway,
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's literally. Otherwise, I'd be at his house right now.
We'd be
doing
reviewing
PS5
else, games
for sure. So anyway, but wish us luck on this. We might need it on this one.
I don't know. I hope I don't like.
I bet you it'll be good.
I hope I don't have to look away like talk to me. Like we're like, oh, that's so nasty.
It's like putrid and slimy.
Yeah, no.
Those are the two key words.
It shouldn't be.
Slimy, oily, and putrid.
I think this will be like a suspenseful thriller.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
I'm curious to see what happens. So, all right. Well, I'm ready when you are.
Double salute.
Whoa!
Wish us luck. See you sometime later. Oh my God.
So we just got done seeing, what is it, Hotel what?
The Royal Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow, okay. Well, you usually start these things, but
I'll tell you this. This movie started out strong.
Sure, it did.
And I was like, wow, this is
like,
cool.
I don't know where
like
this
the
is going.
characters so far.
Cool. They were cool.
And then the rest of the movie was like, you got a crazy girlfriend and she got drunk and now she wants to fight all night.
Everybody.
She wants to fight you.
All the time.
It's like one big...
Doesn't matter who it is or how big they are.
They were right. It was a very stressful movie.
It was, but not for the reasons I was expecting by any means at all. Holy shit. There's a lot of drinking of water in this movie. Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding. Everyone's wasted all the time, and they drink straight up vodka and probably clear fucking
tons of beer,
tequila and beer. It's just all drinking all day long.
Hold on.
Holy crap, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Fuck.
I know. I don't know what to say.
Nothing happened
really
again.
Sure, what happened?
Another movie where nothing fucking happened.
It was frustrating, guys. It really was because it kept building up, but to nothing.
Not even like
the climax of this movie is the biggest letdown ever.
As soon as it was over, I was serious the whole. I was like, oh shit! Oh my god!
Where's it going from here? And my god!
And then when I walked out of the theater, I was just like, I just felt so empty. And
this is a hollow movie.
I just started laughing.
Totally. We were taking a pee in the urinal, and he's just cracking up, and this guy's in there going like.
You went one urinal in, and this guy went down the way.
He went all the way down, keep distance, and then he parked right next to you,
and I'm peeing, and I just started laughing. I bet the guy thought it was like, I bet it was like this, like. I can't believe I could not stop laughing once the ending happened. I
realized that it was over. It was like, oh, that's the movie. It just cuts right off, and I think this movie is so fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say it.
It's terrible.
I love the actresses. They're great.
I think all the actors
are fantastic. Even the bar owner and him just fucking and his wife. They're great. Awesome job, guys. Everyone in this movie did a great job. Even the...
I don't think there's any spoilers because nothing happens.
Yeah, so rate it.
I'm just gonna go spoilers.
Okay, yeah. Well, who cares?
Spoilers.
Who cares? You're not.
Nothing fucking happens.
There's so weird.
There's literally nothing you can spoil. Here's a synopsis.
Synopsis
it goes
away.
These girls are traveling abroad, and then they run out of money because they're just partying
too much,
and they never explain why they're trying to get as far away from home as possible.
Like, so you don't.
And then they have to take a job. Just to get money to like
bar in the middle. They're
in the middle
from
of nowhere
Canada.
In Australia.
They're in Australia, so they're in over their head a little bit.
So hold on, this is like the same movie company that made Talk to Me. Yeah. So it's well shot, well acted.
Everything's
bunch
great.
Of Australian people because it's shot in Australia.
Yep.
And then I still don't like it at all.
What happened? Why did we?
Look, take a job at this hotel.
This hotel bar in the middle of like.
And then they're just bartenders.
Yep.
For the rest of the movie, and then it ends.
And then that's it. And they meet a bunch of shitty, creepy people
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be like, we're locked in a room or we're doing... No, they just deal with drunken assholes the whole movie.
Yeah.
That's what this movie is.
And they're like fucking creepy assholes. And then
bad.
They kick in her door at the end. I'm like, okay.
Now it's for
She's
real.
got an axe.
Yeah, it's gonna get. Yeah. You know
my
who
God.
the most dangerous person was?
Her
By a lot.
So,
which is awesome, actually.
when I see it when I saw the one image and she's bleeding, right? She's like, I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be this.
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be
I was waiting for it to happen. All it is she has an axe.
Somebody's trying to get it
she's
from her.
Pulling.
Yeah.
And he's got his hand on the axe, and he lets go of the axe, and she hits herself at the back of the axe.
The blood on her face, but she goes psycho after that, which is great because I was like, oh, that's a twist. She's the axe murderer. So the bartender or the owner, this guy who the bar's been handed down from generations. Yeah, and he's like pissed it was his money away, so he doesn't have enough to pay these girls right away.
He did. She's like, I paid him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, barely though. And
anyway,
he has some other debts he takes care of, but he like hurts himself and ends up having to go to the hospital.
He's so drunk that he falls over all the time.
He's a wastoid. They're all wastoids in this entire movie.
The town is a mining town, so it's the only bar in town, so they all go there. So it's like
everyone knows everybody.
They're raging party.
Huge parties all the time.
All the
People
time.
dancing on
into
the bar.
the fucking daylight.
Yep, and then these poor girls got to clean it up over and over. It's Cinderella for several.
Bad would happen. Nothing bad happened.
Well, no, there's just like a creepoid who makes you uncomfortable several times, and then like he tries to get into their whatever because they're living above the bar.
Because they're the only girls in the whole town.
Basically.
So they're like, except for old ladies. Yes. So they're like, you're gonna get a lot of male attention when they get the job.
They warn them, but like they didn't. Not enough.
I thought like Liv was gonna get kidnapped and
it would be
or
something like that. Nope. Yeah, but no, they just get.
It's
such a like. It's like almost having like a great time in bed with somebody, but you never can quite finish. You know, for some reason this movie has no finish. There's nothing to it.
Nothing happens. Well,
it's so bad.
They burn down the place. They break all these bottles of booze.
So dumb.
And burn the place. And it's like. Are you serious? These people gave you a job and you destroyed and burnt down
everything.
They have their names.
Yeah, but I think
they got the job through an agency.
Yes, but not only that, but like, so the owner, he's like, who knows what happened to him?
They're gonna get extradited to fucking face arson charges.
Probably.
That was the horriblest, stupid thing.
It was a really childish ending to a bizarre ass movie because it wasn't like. They dealt with some shit at the end, but it wasn't enough to burn the whole fucking and then walk out of there like they're cool and it's burning in the background.
That's what it was so funny. It was like
jarring.
That's how it ends?
That's it?
That's fucking stupid.
How long was this? 1 hour and 31
I kept thinking like, fuck, this is a long motherfucking movie.
Because it's ramping up and we haven't gotten to the good parts yet. And then it's like, oh, that was the good part. Like, holy crap.
This creepo who keeps showing up, you think he's gonna like be like this serial killer.
Like seriously, but
everyone in town like, no, he's all right. And like, if he walks up, then you leave because that's his seat.
Yeah, he's got like some weird unseen respect.
Yeah, going on and you're like, I wonder why everyone's treating.
Yeah, like what is that?
It's never explained.
It's not actually a thing. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
And then
guy.
Then he just gets his ass beat by this other dude who's jealous at the end.
Yeah,
whack, whack.
2 dudes fighting over this Liv
girl.
chick,
yeah,
and one guy just fucking smokes his car and then fucking beats the shit out of him over and over. And then he comes into the bar where they're like, "What's going on?" And it's like,
and he's like, "I told him you're mine."
Yeah, and then
she's like, "Get the fuck out!"
And he's like, "You fucking."
So, the end of it, oh god. And I'm older, so I really don't like going to bars. And
not like
movie,
that.
The whole movie was like, you can't hear shit. It's just all this yelling and partying. And it was shot well, though.
It was great. I liked the scene.
That
the bar
is the
had a ton of
cramped little bar ever too.
Yeah,
and they made you feel it. And it was so crowded all the time.
Yeah, it was a claustrophobic kind of feeling in this movie.
Yeah, it was, because you're always in that bar.
Yeah.
And then it's always after the bar, this guy comes up and he's like, he's all drunk or he's
the formula.
Like, and he's all like,
hanging around
super
and
douchey, like violent, like breaking shit, like kicking chairs. So you're like, oh my god, this guy's gonna do something to them at night or try to get them.
Something.
And he doesn't.
It's like a wild night at a roadhouse, like every night, and then this is the movie, and
then they burn it down.
Then they burn it down, and there's no like forethought or anything of like the repercussions, and they just walk out of there and they're like, well, that was a rough vacation. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I wanted it to be way more than it was.
Totally. I thought it was gonna, because
as soon as that bar scene where he's talking to
tension and shit.
Yeah, there is tons of tension, but there's no payoff for it.
No, there isn't.
It's like it's
nothing.
so dumb. Like, I don't get it. Like,
oh my god.
You could have made a group of fucking horrible people that live out there, and
they're in the middle of nowhere.
They literally are. So it's like
I would have liked it to go 15 more minutes. They kidnap Liz. They try to like rape her or something. And then the girl goes out, steals a car.
She turns into
with a battle axe, and
like her story arc is pretty neat, because she's like quiet and reserved and
always like
smile.
Every creepy guy's like, you need to smile
like
more.
The main villain, he's like, oh yeah, you're like, what? You're a grizzly, or he starts calling her his name, and then she rile her up, and she's just like,
you think that he's gonna be like this crazy psycho?
Yeah, and then he's just.
I was hoping he was like a serial killer.
Yeah, something, like, anything.
All the girls that come here go missing.
But eventually, she fucking is like, I'm done. She axes the tires out of his car when she's trying to drive.
Psycho. She's like,
she turned, and then you hear her in the dark after she gets her the axe thing, and she's like, ah! And you're like, oh, bitch is for real now.
She's like psycho now.
Yeah, and I was like, she's gonna go. And I'm like, murder them, motherfuckers.
I thought they were gonna take Liz away.
Something. Yeah, they almost did, and then douchebag shows up, and she's my girl. It's such a dumb. Oh my god!
This movie
it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but and I think the actresses were particularly. I don't know. They picked.
I can't believe this got made.
They had chemistry. I don't know.
No,
it doesn't. When make any sense.
If you read the script, you'd be like,
this is boring and dumb.
What's going on? There's an antagonist, and they never resolves.
There's a couple, because there's like that dude that likes
Tease.
Her
Tease.
No, not him. The younger guy.
I thought he was gonna be the bad guy.
And then he's like not, and then he's with that asshole later, and they're trying to, and it's like, clear some shit up for us, right? Because it's just. You don't know what's going on in terms, because there's nothing actually going on.
The plot isn't going anywhere.
It's not.
Literally nothing. It's like
it's day after day of bullshit that they're dealing with.
They're bartending and partying, and then these guys are assholes. And then
next day,
then it's like the morning. They're cleaning up.
And
then they like hang out. They hang out
a little bit.
They don't get to do anything. During the day they just hang out in the
shit. They hang out with some of the locals, and then they go back to the bar, and then they have a huge fucking crazy shit, and then flipped around,
cleaning over. And then, like, as it progresses, their friendship kind of gets a little bit hurt, because Liv is like, I just want to party with these dudes.
Yeah, we're trying to get away from what home was like, and she's like, they're all freaks though.
He's like, you're embarrassing yourself, Liv. And then Liv's like, you're the embarrassment. They have like a little spat.
It's such a like a. You stole my doll. Like, that's it. Like, and then they're over it, and it's fine.
And no offense to women, but they don't have the metabolism to put down that much booze.
Dude, they need
to stop. Like,
that was I was like, they drink a lot of water in this movie.
The antagonist was alcoholism.
Literally,
it was.
That actually is what it is. It cites every incident. It's inciting.
It's the big problem between all the relationships with everyone.
Everyone's just wasted all the time.
You can tell
it's creepy
that their vacation, that's what ruined their vacation, is that they blew all their fucking money on drinks.
And I think because they party too much with like really rich people on fucking boats,
yachts and super yachts and shit.
Yeah. It's funny how, I guess poetically in the end, I'll give it that they break all the bottles to burn down the building. So that's at least some kind of like whatever. It's like, whatever. But like, as far as the movie goes, man, this is fucking.
I can't believe the end scene. They like light the place on fire, and then they walk away with their stuff, like. Like, it was like they're walking away like Stallone, and an explosion goes off, and he doesn't have to look back or
that's
flinch.
What it was, but they just walked out, and the whole place was
you just committed major crimes.
Yeah.
Like, and they have your name, and they know where you live, and you're part of a program.
The writers
they're part of a work program that lets them travel.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember, they went to the agency, and they're like, well, sorry, this is the only work we got over here.
Oh, I thought they were already in Australia, so then...
They were.
Oh, okay, so...
But that was they were just moving around working.
Yeah, just trying... They're living abroad, running around like nomads, which is kind of fun.
I thought that was a cool part of the movie.
It was, but then they're just like, well, I guess we're gonna... Oh, so weird, man. Some of the characters, though, as you meet them, you're like, holy crap, that's a very unique character, very interesting. Like the bar owner.
Yeah.
He just starts dropping the C words. Oh, you're a smart little blank. And he's like, I like that. We need that more right here.
I'll just bleep it.
Well, yeah. He's calling you, you're a feisty little, you're a smart little. And he's like, but I like that. He's
but
like,
I can't mute your face. Oh, I was kidding.
But no, and like, he was a very interesting character. He liked the girls. He protected them several times. And but he was a wastoid. He couldn't keep his together. He falls.
He couldn't even sit on a bar
His
stool.
acting was really
amazing.
I was like, damn, you've done that too many times in real life.
Like when he tried to lean on the cash register while it was open. The whole thing just flips on him, and because the drawer's open. So he's like,
that dude hurts himself a lot. He does. He's just a wreck, and then his wife is there to clean up.
This movie was not good.
I don't know if it's a 4?
Oh, that's too high for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think
that's too rich for my blood.
I think it's a 4 for me because everything else was awesome.
Okay, 4?
I'm gonna say a 4.
Okay. I think
it's below average because
I'm gonna say this is a fucking 2. No, because I don't think this movie should have been made.
Oh,
I don't think this movie.
The actors were great. All the shots were great. The pacing
when they
weird.
read the pacing sucked.
It was
when they wrote the script. Someone should have been like, "That's it. That's why it's a 2. It shouldn't have been made. Nothing happens. There's no payoff.
Australia's
there's no anything.
Just trying so hard to get into the market or something. I don't know. And they're like, just anything, whatever you got.
It's a 2. Ugh.
A 2.
I hate it.
That's so many 2s for you.
It's tied with all these other shitty movies.
Oh my god!
I had 2s. I had no fucking fun.
I did.
I thought it was gonna be cool, but I just they didn't even give me a fucking taste of anything.
No.
You know what it was?
The bloodthirst was not sated.
You know what it is? You know what this is like?
What is this like?
This is exactly like when you're at your friend's house and he's arguing with his girlfriend or wife. And you're like, this is uncomfortable.
Like, why am I here?
This sucks. I like you both. I don't want to witness this.
Yeah.
Stop being dicks to each other.
Yeah.
That's what this whole movie's like. I hate it.
That's a good analogy.
I hate being there.
Yeah, it's just all
it's just super stressful.
Yeah,
it's shitty. Nothing ever happens.
No.
There's no pay. I was like, this might be a 1. I think this might be worse than Talk to Me. How I feel about Talk to Me or any of those.
No, so
it's
compare it to My Big Fat Greek Wedding, because nothing happens
I had fun during that.
Yeah, but that was artificially.
They're just towing all these cars?
Yeah, they got a flat. They've been flat for a while.
Well, they just towed a car right next to it.
Yeah.
Did you see that earlier?
No.
Back to the...
What? Anyway, I don't know where we'll be next if we don't make this short. You've been in the parking lot too much.
Like I said,
2.
It's just like that, though.
2.
Like when your friend is arguing with his significant other, you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
That was this whole movie.
I think the actresses wooed me with their beauty. Maybe
they were both pretty.
They were both cute.
And they both acted really well.
They were great. Everyone was great. And I'm just like,
But I do not believe... I wholeheartedly do not believe that this movie should have ever been made.
That might be true. That's because there's no... What's the climax? The climax is so mellow and just dumb.
No, it's screaming at each other and like...
Yeah, and like they don't... The problem with it is all of the vindication and all the revenge and all that. It goes to other people beating their villains up for them.
I know. You know, it's
like
really
you have an axe. Like I know you
really
fucked his tires up, but like beat him.
That Dolly guy. His name's Dolly, of course. He kicks. She puts a chair in the door.
Yeah.
And he kicks it in.
That was dumb.
And that live girl
and she's
still
like,
goes with him.
He's
like, you want to see the sunset?
Let's go see this. She was wasted though.
I don't even care.
They're
she just
wasted
that
all
shit.
the time, and they don't. In the beginning, it's like the blonde. What's her name? She's like, I don't really drink that much, and then by the end, well, she she drinks a lot, but not like Liv is just fucking wow and just partying and trying to bartend at the same time, and it's awful. But like,
just a bunch of arguing and shit. And,
it is. It's a lot of drama.
And this girl is like really friendly with this guy, and then he's like, yeah, let's have sex right now. And she's like, no, go home. And then they're like, and he was actually kind of a nice guy the whole time.
He was treated them well, but he got a little drunk and wanted to like...
Yeah, he wanted to get some.
Yeah, I mean...
He assumed that's why they were going around.
Yeah, because she was flirting with him and shit. Yeah, exactly.
And then she was like, no, go home. And then it was like,
yeah,
it was just a bunch of
I don't know why that had to happen like that. I think it would have been way cooler if they did actually like do the thing and then like complicate things a little bit.
I think it would have been cooler if he would have been cool about it. Right? No, like, okay, maybe next time. And then when that dude tries to rape Liv, they have an epic fucking violent confrontation, and he somehow is like helps.
Instantly way better written.
Way better.
like that.
I don't even know what's going. Like
who wrote this?
Have that because I want a nice guy. Every fucking guy was a creepy asshole.
They were, and
every person besides the two girls was a douche. Except for the mom, or not the mom.
Oh, yeah, the wife of the bar owner.
She was basically his mom, his babysitter.
Totally, and kept him...
She was the only, like, character I liked.
And she's not in it a whole lot, but she's, like, their mother in this.
She's solid,
like, where she, like...
She's trying to help them.
Exactly.
She knows what they're
up against.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So she's like, oh, yeah, I'm warning you for
honestly,
this and that and all this crap.
Movie.
So, yeah.
Fuck it.
So I'm going to give it a 4. You're sticking with it 2. Wow. Don't go see this movie unless you are.
Don't even stream it. It's terrible.
I wish it just had something. One more thing, it would have been like, okay, at least
if it would have had, because it was so good at building up.
It was.
And I was like, okay. If it would have had a good, some sort of energetic ending. Any type of energy.
Yeah.
I would go up to a
burning
6.
building.
I'd go
behind
4
there.
points if it had anything. And if they ended right where they were and they burnt it down and there was 20 more minutes of some exciting energetic thing, I would have been fine with that too.
Yeah.
It was a really short movie, but it felt so
on a fucking
long.
Really stupid, like...
It was
the note is just the most brown note ever because it's just like
that's
whatever confrontation that is that other people resolved for you, and then you burn you're walking
and the people that helped you turn on, and you're like fucking get out, and then you burn it down. And that's their watering hole. That's their whole life.
That's everything.
That's everything to them. That whole mining community.
Yeah,
that's all they have is that one bar, and you just fucking torch it. And they act cool.
They got
cool, but it's like you were a bitch.
We're going to the next job.
Place down.
So I see you worked in I see you burned the place down. Nice touch. Let's see what else.
You burned down a place in Wales. You burned down a place in Finland. Okay, here. There's this nice little place you can burn down.
We really want to go under. So why don't you go work there for 2 weeks?
There's this nice little place you can burn down over here in bumfuck Australia.
Oh my God. So dumb.
That would actually be hilarious if that was the real story. I'd be like, hell yeah, this is a cool movie.
You find out they're like...
It's so funny because...
Like secret agent arsonists.
It was so close to being infinitely better than it was.
Like I said, it's like...
One little thing and I would have loved it. That's how like good the tension and everything was.
It was building. You know, this movie,
it lost like 4 points.
If it had like 30 more minutes.
If it had any
to make it 2-hour movie, but have like serious, scary,
crazy shit happen
and like running for your life or fighting for your life kind of shit. 'Cause this is more like he touched me. Oh God. And then like I don't know.
Get away! I don't know. When Liv
I was worried when she was in that. His car though.
That's what I was like.
I was like, that's how this is. I'm like, ooh, here we go. And like, no, she's too drunk to get
He is an actual serial killer.
Yeah, like.
And then he's just a drunk asshole. He's just
an asshole. And you're like, what? He's just. They fake you out as what they do. They make you think that something bigger is actually going on. And it's not at all. It's just a bunch of fucking drunks playing, tricks on each other and
being fucking assholes
and being dicks and shit and so anyway 4, 2, don't go see it.
I don't even understand the 4.
I don't.
I just don't get it.
It's below because I I was kept going until the very end, and I was like, "Oh, that's the ending, dumb." So that's where all the points.
It just
went.
lost.
Everything
all the
else
points.
was great. Yeah. Everything up to that point.
For me, it could have been like a 6. This movie could have, if, like you said, span it out another half hour as a short movie, and have this
crazy
grisly,
this
grisly climax of crazy shit happening.
Survival and fighting for fucking
this could get up into 8s and shit.
Yeah, what they should have done is
they
should have introduced because alcohol's, I guess that's the villain of this movie. Is
really it
alcohol,
is.
But I think it would have been more interesting if there was like a more psychedelic aspect or some other weird thing going on that causes insanity. Literally. It's just booze.
Or if it was like cabin fever because you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and start getting fucking nuts. No.
First 2 chicks we ever saw, it's like a horde of dudes that are like,
That's what it was like. Ooga.
Yeah, dumb. Just stop.
Fucking terrible.
So, anyway, that's why I gave it a 4 and not higher. It earned all those 4 points, I think, but it didn't have. I wasn't like.
I feel like I got peed on.
Yeah, that's.
I like a dog came by and thought I was a tree and peed on my leg, and I was like, "Fuck!" That's how I feel.
It's a little wet.
Like, damn it!
Let's go home now. And
it's not the end of the world. I just gotta change and wash my leg off.
No, but I mean, we spent money and whatever, and time.
I threw away all those chicken strips because when you went in the bathroom, I ripped it open and I took a bite, and it was just so.
They weren't that great.
Shitty,
they were
dry.
They were
sorry,
super
AMC, but
salty.
Yeah, I don't like your fucking chicken
their
strips.
Their batter was
terrible.
just like it was like.
I think they were overcooked.
A
little bit overcooked.
Maybe, or they just sat in warmer too long and didn't actually get cooked. Or they got cooked way long ago.
And that ruined my enjoyment of the food.
It was not great because they were gross and now we're doing a review on AMC. Their fucking mozzie sticks
were good.
They needed to be way hotter.
Okay,
because everything was like hard in the inside after. I mean, they were stringy a little bit, but like I could tell they weren't.
So continue with the review of the food. I had curly fries that were pretty good.
They were right.
The curly bits were, but then there was so much little tiny chunks in there.
Oh, that were not part of.
But they were
not real fries. They were just like the dust at the bottom.
Thin fucking ones. So they were just like all breading and crispy. And then it was the movie is so dark. It's all in a dingy bar or at night. I was like trying to find it. And I was like, you know what? Quit. I'm done. For real. Stupid. I was like trying to get it, because there's ketchup, and I was like getting ketchup all over.
I will not eat their food again.
I will not either.
That was piss
terrible.
poor.
Yeah.
Sorry, MC. Not sorry.
Anyway, go to Marcus Theaters. They're way better.
I love million times better.
They have dream loungers and shit.
That's like amazing. That place is fantastic.
Marcus. Especially the Marcus in Duluth.
I'm gonna love going there all the time once, whatever, in the future.
Yeah, there you go. But
anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We got
a concert to go to and some shit,
some people to meet up with, and
then we're gonna burn it down.
We're gonna burn this bar to the ground.
And then we're gonna get stationed somewhere else and burn it down.
Burn it down. That's the theme of this fucking dumbass movie.
There was one cool part where
he can't stop.
Where he went out though, and he drove them out, and they're like, "Where's the lake?"
That was me.
He's like, "It's over here." I was like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
I was like,
"Yeah,
that's some Ted Bundy shit."
Yeah, that's
like,
"Oh, it's just over here."
Like, I got this boat. You got to help me get the boat on the thing.
They thank you a lot.
And I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "It's getting going." Yeah. And then there's actually a lake.
They're up there, and
they hang out and drink beers. And then that's when her and that guy started like touching hands.
Yeah, they get
smiling at each other,
and then they're like
getting romantically.
Yeah, they were
sparks and shit. And then
she just goes cold on him and just shuts everything down.
Yeah. She just gets kind of bitchy about everything.
She does. She's a little cranky. She's a little bitch face. She's got resting bitch face. So
she does.
She's just like, oh
yeah, when she's not
That's
smiling.
a theme in the movie because they're like you're scaring the customers away. You never smile. Like the owner's like, there's nobody fucking in here.
Because they don't want to get served by you.
Yeah, exactly. And he's paying them to do that. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Wow, we keep regressing or digressing. So we're done, and don't go see the movie.
My enjoyment has regressed.
Yeah, we're done.
See you guys.